Welcome everyone. Today we're going to learn about an incredible inventor who made the world a safer and smarter place. His name? Granville T. Woods. He's often called the Black Edison because he was so brilliant, just like Thomas Edison. So get comfy and ready to explore the life of a genius who changed trains, communication, and much more. Granville T. Woods was born on April 23, 1856 in Columbus, Ohio. That was a long time ago, almost 170 years. He was born during a time when life was really hard for African Americans. Slavery had just ended, but there were still many unfair laws and barriers that kept black people from living freely or getting good jobs. Granville didn't let anything stop him. He loved learning about machines, especially trains. Trains were the most important way to travel and move goods back then. By the time he was a teenager, Granville was already working as a machinist, someone who builds and fixes machines. He didn't get to go to fancy schools, but he taught himself by reading and practicing. Pretty cool, right? Granville worked hard at all sorts of jobs, like being an engineer on a steamship and a railroad worker. But he always had bigger dreams. He wanted to invent new things that would make life better for everyone. In 1884, Granville moved to Cincinnati, Ohio, where he started his own company. It was called the Woods Electric Company. He started experimenting with all kinds of new ideas. He had over 60 patents. Patents are like gold stars for inventors. They prove you created something amazing. Now let's talk about Granville's most famous invention, the railway telegraph. Back in the 1800s, trains were the fastest way to travel. But there was one big problem: collisions. Trains didn't have a way to tell each other where they were on the tracks. That's where Granville's invention came in. In 1887, Granville created the induction telegraph. This device let train conductors send messages to each other while their trains were moving. Imagine two trains zooming down the tracks, but thanks to Granville's invention, the conductors can communicate and avoid accidents. His invention saved lives and kept people's goods safe. So how did it work? The railway telegraph used electromagnetic induction, a fancy way of saying it could send signals without wires. A special device was attached to the train that allowed it to communicate with nearby stations and other trains through telegraph wires along the tracks. These signals helped conductors know if the track ahead was clear or if another train was nearby. It was like an early version of today's air traffic control for trains. This invention not only made train travel safer but also faster because trains could run more efficiently without waiting as long at stations. Granville's inventions were brilliant, but he faced many challenges. Back then, it was very hard for African Americans to get credit for their work. Some people even tried to steal Granville's ideas. One time, Thomas Edison tried to take credit for Granville's railway telegraph. But Granville fought back in court and won. Proved he was the true inventor. Even with these challenges, Granville stayed focused and kept inventing. He knew his work was important, not just for trains but for all kinds of machines and technology. Granville T. Woods passed away in 1910, but his inventions still inspire us today. His railway telegraph paved the way for modern communication systems like radios and even Wi-Fi. He showed the world that with determination and creativity, anyone can change the world. So the next time you hear a train whistle or send a message on your phone, think about Granville T. Woods, the man who connected people and made travel safer for everyone. Thanks for joining us today. Remember, learning about history helps us understand how we can make the future even better. See you next time. If you like this video and would like to see more content like this, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to leave a comment, share with others, and subscribe to our channel.